Hello, Level Up community. Today we're diving into non statutory stock options or NSO, specifically when the strike price is equal to the fair market value. We'll explore this journey in three key phases: the initial, award, buying, and selling phases. So let's get started. In the initial award phase, the client receives their stock option grant. This is when we confirm details such as the number of shares awarded, the vesting schedule, and the strike price. Since the strike price is equals to the fair market value at the time of grant, there's no immediate tax impact. This phase simply sets up the opportunity to purchase shares in the future. Example, for instance, the client is granted 10,000 shares with strike price of $10 per share, matching the fair market value. The shares vest over 4 years with 25% vesting each year. In the buying phase, the client exercises their stock options. At this stage, they need cash to purchase the shares. Since the strike price equals the fair market value, there's no delta, phantom income or ordinary income to report, and no immediate taxes are owed. However, it's critical to track the strike price as the basis and purchase date for future reporting. Example, for instance, if the client exercises 2,500 vested shares after the first year with a strike price of $10 per share, they need $25,000 to purchase the shares. This establishes a basis of $10 per share for your future calculations. In the selling phase, the client sells their shares. Here, we calculate the capital gain or loss by subtracting the strike price from the sale price. If the shares are held for more than 1 year, the gains qualify for long-term capital gains treatment, which is taxed at a lower rate. We also explore tax strategies like qualified small business tax or QSBS, exclusion, or opportunity zones to further minimize tax liability. Proper reporting is crucial to avoid double taxation. For example, the client sells the 2,500 shares for $20 per share after holding them for over a year. The original strike price was $10 per share, resulting in a capital gain of $25,000. This gain qualifies for long-term capital gains treatment. To summarize, in award phase, confirm details like strike price, which equals fair market value. During the buying phase, ensure cash availability and track the basis and purchase date. In the selling phase, calculate gains, explore tax saving strategies like QSBS, and report properly to optimize after tax income. So, thank you for joining me today to learn about NSOs when strike price is equal to the fair market value. I hope this session clarified each phase and its tax implication. Until next time, keep leveling up, everyone.